Narcissists live in a completely different dimension or realm or world than you because of the way that their filters are in the way. So they don't care about you, period. Um, there's different versions, but the most like stark, like say the malignant case is such that it's not even, I don't even know why I'm talking about it so much. It's one of the bigger waste of times too when you find yourself ranting about narcissists, you know. But you know, you try, you know, your common human ethic is just to be nice and actually to let things slide and give people a chance to pull up and make their own corrections and things like that. After a while, you just start getting worn thin by, you know, it just seems like that the more that you're kind that way and the more that you don't start, it's almost like they need a parental guidance around them, or really there is what is called the authoritarian, the is that how you say it, the authoritarian narcissist. This is where you have the judicial system, and the prisons are full of them. They don't, that's their home over there, all the leather seats in the courtrooms and all that, that's their people. They don't know who they are unless they get in there and they're sitting there and they're like, yes, and all the language is bop, 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 bop. Now they're in their comfort zone and they're going to get 3 hots and a cot and maybe even sex and drugs. That's the narcissist society that lives in prison. But then, there can be sneakier than that and less tattooed and um, just kind of like pulling this shit off where you have to bop, 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 and it's called going gray rock after a while. I mean, if you're a creative person, you're not going to be able to hang around these people because they want you to be just straight as an arrow. What time do we go in? What direction is it going to be? It's got to be bop, 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 and you got to like keep slapping them around. Really. Otherwise, they'll mistreat you. Fuck. So anyway, that's a fucking drain to be around. The authoritarian narcissist. And so, yeah, talking about them and spending time exposing, you know, it's just, well, why? Well, you pick up and you try to go out into society and do something for yourself through people. You know, they say, well, why don't you just mingle more? Because the place has gone to hell into narcissism, you know. And can you really live there, and where do you really live, you know? I just needed a little assistance, and when you need help, when you're vulnerable somehow, that's the only time that the narcissist will show up. You have to be really careful, you know what I mean? You have to pick yourself up and move out. Like if you're doing something, maybe you're going to play volleyball or you have a hobby or you're just going to work or something, but make sure it's your initiative that you're saying, here I am, because if you get into the woe is me, and it really could be just an inside out version of saying, man, I have so much here that tastes so good. Why can't I share it with people? And you just start, I hope that somebody hears me that I need a toothbrush and some tissue. And really, it's an illusion. It's like, well, wait a minute. All you need is a toothbrush and a tissue? Well, let me fuck on. Just be right back. I'll give you everything you need right now. It's really a simple thing. God. And it is. That's where I'm at. I was like, I'm actually doing this thing. It's like, it's kind of innocent. Like, as a woman, I'm saying, anybody think they can help me? Maybe we can help each other. And saying that over YouTube and over Facebook, you know, that's kind of a dangerous thing, but not really. Not if you're no, only if you're stupid. You know, I just got done with a fake ad today. Um, by the way, it's 333. Do you see it? Oh, come on, where is it? Fuck! 333. Um, I just, it's sad. My friend's account is hacked. And so I thought it was her. I haven't heard from her in like Well, we friended like 8 years ago. She lives up here. I worked for her for a long time. So now I get this message in my message box. It says Chris Seams is uh, getting uh, getting a hold of me saying, "Hey, Shauna, do you know about the first it was an initial benefits that the government is giving out?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not familiar." And then she tells me it's um, pandemic benefits. It's a grant, and I got plenty of money from it. And I began to listen. I began to hear the frequency of a robot. At first, I was like, "Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate this. And this is really hard to say. I think I'm going to go this avenue." It was really hard for me to to pursue and really get online and figure out how to do the food stamps, because you can't really do it in physical now. It's just online. And I was like, and it's really about helping yourself and doing a different avenue of just do this and you can get it. And it's like, do I want to do that? Because I'm just busy doing me. I'm doing reality, doing what I do. I have a lot going on. It's not like I'm a fucking paraplegic and I'm not doing anything. Really, I think I could do astrological readings. I think I could do all kinds of different kinds of therapies and counseling. But I just, I don't want to trade this life of money making for the life of my staying healthy. First of all, number one, and also just being able to relax. Is there some way I can relax into this whole thing? Yes, I will prove it to you. I am 48, and there's still time. I happen to think it's a work of art, my life, and we'll get back to this at minute 7. We're talking about, what are we talking about? New way to making money, doing this thing, like, oh, what are we going to do for money? Was I really talking about that? No, to me it's about staying creative. Let's stay creative and all that shit. Boy, I was trying to talk about the narcissist, wasn't I? Lost it. When you have a vulnerability, and it could be anything. I'm telling you, babes, you can shift with the narcissist like this day to day. You realize this person is a fucking idiot, because you can say, I really need this and I really like this. Well, in order for them to get close to you, they're going to go get that thing, and they're going to be there. And that's not such a bad thing until later on you see that they don't really care about your feelings. That's the only way they can get close to you. Was First of all, you're having a hard time, and they're going to save you out of that hard time. They can only relate with you just being down. If you start feeling up, they feel threatened, and if you just you're saying, well, I would like that now. You would like it. You want it? Oh, you do? Oh, well, I'm out of here. That's really what they will do. Um, After a while, it's weird. If you know what I'm talking about, hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk about it more.